Hello and welcome to another Watcher of Realms video, and in this video we are going to be doing lots of summons for a few people. There is a banner up for the new Phineas, and there is also an Nascent banner. Some people will only want me to pull on Nascent, or some people only want me to pull on the Phineas banner. It's up to them. We have Mike first, and he wants me to go for Magda specifically first, and then on to Nascent. He has got around about 300 and, you know, what's that, like 300 summons. He will get diamonds back on these summons, so he should be okay. We'll see how long it takes to get this first legendary first, and then I'll talk to him, but we should be okay. We'll just get straight into it. He's about, I think he's about 35 or 40 into pity, so we should be alright, unless he goes to full pity twice, which would be really, really unlucky. Really unlucky. The earlier the better. We'll skip the nasty stuff like this. Although that's not too bad, getting quite a lot of diamonds back, which is decent. There we go, nice and early. Just give us a Magda nice and early. We can move on to the Nascent banner, and it'll be good. Ezrin, not a Magda, and it's not someone new as well, unfortunately. I think the main reason he wants to get a Magda is because to reduce the amount of characters for Nascent. But also, Magda's pretty good in her own right, to be honest. Magda's pretty good in her own right. We'll get a bit of summons back. We can back out and just grab all this stuff here. And then we'll just double check with Mike what he wants me to do now. Because it's a little bit more risky now. Okay, we sold his rares and Mike says continue. We'll see if we can get a Magda before moving potentially onto the Nascent. Potentially. There's an epic. Mari. And a Midan. Another epic. Another one. We need legendaries though. I think Mike does like Magda, like I said. He doesn't have too many characters that he doesn't have that are available on Nascent. I went through them. I think the biggest characters on there are like Lucius and Leia. Those are the big ones for Nascent. And there are some less desired ones on there, of course. A few epics, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Another 10. He's going to be getting tons of points. Should get diamonds back from that event. Actually, I think it's 1,000 diamonds if you get the full 10,000 points. You get some ancients as well. A few epics again. Okay, nothing on this one. We'll skip. We get a few rares. It's not too bad. Wow, double. Double shabby pulls. 5 rares though. Triple. Triple. Ooh. Quadruple. Legendary. Okay. It's going to be 5 in a row with no rare. No epic, should I say. 5 in a row with no rare would be something special. 6 in a row. The game's taking the mick. 7 in a row? I've never seen this many. 8 in a row? $80 pulls. Probably more than 80 pulls. Damn. There we go. Legendary. We'll sell all the diamonds and see what we can get. Just give us some Magda or something brand new. Just reduce the amount of characters that you can get from Nascent, please. Kai. That would be amazing if you didn't already have him, to just remove him from Nascent, but you do already have him. Fingers crossed we can get a double legendary here. It is not going to be a double legendary. If we back out, we can sell all those for another 2.4k, and I think we'll get close to the 1k in the event that's going on as well. 900s. I thought it was 1k, but in 900s, it's not too bad. Now it's up to Mike what he wants to do. Does he want to go for Nascent, or does he want to go for continuation on the Magda banner? You want me to just put on this now? Okay. All right. He's got a lot of divines, and he's hoping for some luck. And we're gonna get the like chat of every single character. We're gonna get the chitter chatter. The chitter chatter. Give us nice and early. This will be funny, Christian, because you want to see if it's like, what is it, 5-6 or something like that was for you? That would be funny if it was still working. Moment of truth, I guess. Okay, it doesn't, unless you've already done some pulls, it doesn't seem like it is. So they may have actually fixed it. They may have. He's going to continue spinning. I think Pity's 12 now on this, which is such a good improvement. Such a good improvement that Soft Pity kicks in at 12. We're 8 in at the moment.
We will have such fun together.
Yes, so much fun. That's 9. Okay, this is number 10. After 12, the rate's got by 5% per summon. So on a 15 times, it'll go from 6 to 11, so on and so forth. Which still isn't crazy, but it just keeps going up. Keeps on going up. Okay, now we're at 12 now. I think. Yeah, we're at 12 now. So the rates will just start going up. And up. And up. So we're at least 15 or 16% chance now. Next one's going to be 20% chance. 1 in 5. There we go. 15 times chance for Magda. Elowin. I'll tell you what. If you're going to get a character that you weren't really hoping to get, Elowin would not be a bad character. I know you've already got Elowin, but you probably don't have her maxed. And her A3 is pretty good. Because she just randomly cleanses people with her heals. That's a pretty decent summon, even if it isn't Magda. I've kind of got used to her new face. She had a change on her visuals for some reason. I don't know why they changed her face, but they probably had the face of like someone else that they used or something. I don't know. And they didn't have the copyright for it. This is such a long video, but it's actually quite a nice one. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm going to ask Mike what he wants to do now. And I'm guessing he only wants me to do Nascent now. Just the blues. And he's got enough to do this, because he'll get diamonds back as well on the summons. So hopefully we can get early, though. If we can get early, all the better. This little icon or little like mark on the screen still here. I saw some other content creators talking about it, so I've got no doubt. Oh, you got Kalina. Okay, I thought it was going to be something special, but I guess you just haven't got a Kalina before. I think she's meant to be pretty good for Guild Boss 2 on Aegis stage. I think she has some true damage, but you know, there are better characters. But she's meant to be half decent there. Esme. It's a shame that you can't use poisoners on that though. because the whole 10,000 max HP thing. Darling. I would hold on to your epics. I can't remember exactly which epics are in for the new fusion to get a copy of Salazar, but you might as well just hold on to epics when you get them. Just because. I think quite a few of them are the same that are on the current one for Micah, I think. I am believing. I do believe. Okay, we need as many diamonds back as possible, really, or to just get lucky early. Or both. Jankar. Here's another epic. Nalvras. We'll spin this. To be fair, you did get a couple of like 3 epics in 110. Draeger's actually pretty rare. I'm sure you've got her before, but she's quite rare. Kind of made up for that. What was it? 80 summons in a row with no epic. Wasn't it mad? Crazy. Nazim. Okay, we're on to diamonds. We are on to diamonds. Don't make us use too many of the diamonds. There's an epic. We're mainly hoping for like a layer here, I think. That's the main hope. It's the only Lord that Mike does not have that is a normal Lord that can be picked up off of these banners. Will be one of the rarest characters to get from his Nascent, but still, you've got to hope. It'll be increased chances over normal. Cyclone. Cyclone. It's making us go a long way. We'll get some summons back with the diamonds, and of course some normal summons back from progression. Okay, last 10 here, and then we'll just claim all the diamonds and stuff back. Brienne. Okay, we've got stuff to claim back here. That'll be another 10. That way we can sell all the rares in one go. Okay, let's just sell the rares. Okay, so we'll get at least 3 more temples out of this, and then we'll probably sell more diamonds and so on and so forth. But if we can get it earlier, would be nicer. I think we're like 160 in, something like that. Pity is now 180. There we go. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I thought we were gonna run out of diamonds. We're praying for Leia. We want to see the animation with going across the lake. Animation going across the lake. Animation going across the lake. Edith. Edith. Well, I don't know if Mike's done Gear Dungeon 2, but Edith is obviously elite for that. For the bottom area. But he only had, I think he only had 8 characters, and Edith was one. Beatrix was another one. Zaris, Lucius, Leia. Some of the more newer characters. Magda, of course. He was trying to get Magda with the other banner. Well, he's eliminated a character from a potential Nascent, and they probably will do another Nascent at Christmas, so you know, could get lucky on that one instead. But thank you very much to Mike for letting me do his summons. He got a couple of legendaries out of it, but none of the ones that I would think he would actually want. Just he got done by the game, unfortunately. Okay, so now we move on to Valiant 11's account. He already has Magda, so he's gonna save on this banner. He doesn't care for Phineas as much as he just wants to get in a sentence to see what he gets here. If we look at his summoning record, he's about 70 in, and the last time I did some summons for him was back here And he got a back-to-back. This was the first temple on this banner as well, as you can see. The first temple on this banner. And it was the Twilight banner. Hex and Twilight back-to-back. I'll just have a quick look at his gallery. Just to see what is big for him. He doesn't have Salazar. And that's it, pretty much. And Caneza. So Salazar, Caneza. Torador. Okay, there's a couple of lords in here. Haas as well. He also doesn't have what's his name again? Azor. I keep thinking of Cratch every time. He doesn't have Cratch. Trask, Nyx. There's quite a few. He doesn't have Lucius. He doesn't have Ajax, Venema, Morrigan. Quite a lot of the lords, to be fair. Beatrix, Seraphina, Glacius. Artemis would be big. I think he needs an Artemis. And I think that's it. I think that's the only healer he can get. The rest are ancients, I think. So Artemis would be pretty good, just because I think his Gear Dungeon 1 progression is halted a little bit. And Artemis does make things a lot easier. There's a couple in here for sure. Let's see what we can get. We're about 70 in. Hopefully we don't have to go too far. But with the pity reduction, it's not too crazy nowadays. Feels a little bit nicer. Okay. Okay. Starting off strong with the epic. It's getting you a bunch of points at least. Another epic. Dolores, Esme. Double epic on this one. Double. A double. No epic here. Okay, so we're about... We just went past the 100 mark, so over halfway on the pity. We do need points as well. 4 epics. Laurel. You know, I know you've already got Laurel, but I rarely ever see her anymore. Like, she is just so rare. So rare. It's crazy how rare she is. I've seen other content creators talk about how rare she is as well. From the epic, Epics event that happened like a couple of months ago. I think only like 2 or 3 people got Laurel in the entire guild, but like half the guild got that melee character. I can't remember her name. That used to be really, really rare. The Northerner. It's pushing us quite far here. We can do a little bit of a skip though. Get some rares back. There we go. Give us a Lords. Lords. Lucius, Artemis, I think are the big ones for Valiant's account. Torador would be massive. Oh, Artemis. I think this is good. Considering some of the other characters you could have got. Like Azor. I saw Azor there. The second I saw Azor, I was like, oh. So that's actually really good. And that's going to help you in Gear Dungeon 1 a lot. So that's awesome. That's awesome for you. And that could mean the difference between Gear Dungeon... getting you to Gear Dungeon Stage 10 and completing that. That could be the difference. For sure. Okay, so Valiant has said pull on the Phineas banner just to see what we can get here. He has already got a Magda, but I think he wouldn't mind a Phineas. He does run with Infernal on his Guild Boss teams, and I think he could slide in. Would have to maybe do a little bit of switching, but I think from the looks of things, it could be fine. If he just switched in this character. Might have to take Hex out of the Twin Fiend bonus, but that isn't too much of a problem. Not too much of a problem. Sauces. Do another 10. Obviously, we're fresh off of getting it legendary, so we'll just see how kind the game's going to be. In terms of how many summons we've got to do. No, we're getting a bit of a cold streak again. We had one of these with Mike. Yeah, on a cold streak. Getting some diamonds back. There's an epic at least. At least. And it's going to be Azoth, Medan. Another dull 10 pull. Very little colour on that one. Just one rare. Very green. Very green. Okay, more rares, Scuds, and Marnie. Okay, we're about 100 in now. We're about 100 in. 2 more. Valiant's in a good spot with his summons, so he can obviously get a legendary here and decide to save for something in the future. There's going to be some big Christmas banners, no doubt. No doubt. Bruno. Another epic. Solkath. 10 more. I think we're about 140 in now. 140. Before I do the next 10, I'm just going to fully back out. I sometimes forget to do this on people's accounts. Oh no, he hasn't actually got anything to claim. It's going to have 100 pop-ups now. Sometimes it's like the weekly thing I can claim it. So a lot of the time I forget. A lot of the time. It's taking us all the way on this one. It didn't on the Nascent. It's not been too kind here, but we did get a decent pull on Nascent, thankfully. Phineas or like a Lord would be great here. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? 15 times. Phineas is the desired 15 times. Another Ezra, and we got one of these from Mike. Ouchie. Ezra is not fun to pull. It's okay to get one of him because he's actually pretty decent for the esotericist faction trial, but outside of that, not so much. So that's that for the summons, unless Valiant wants me to pull more. Let me check. Okay, Valiant says go for one more. Regardless of how many pulls it's going to be, we're going to go for just one more. If it's a 10 pull, awesome. Hopefully it's not too many pulls. We're going to get loads of diamonds back. We didn't manage to sell much because he doesn't have much bag room. But we can hope for the best here when it comes to the amount of pulls we're going to do to get this done. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We can keep count here. That's 20. Oh my goodness. It's also without an epic. 30. He's going to get an epic. Okay. But that's 40 summons. And he's going to get Nazim. Another one. Another epic. Georgie boy. 60 summons. Theowin. Let's get in some epics now. I don't think there's going to be too much of a problem with the epics when it comes to Valiant's account. He's probably got stock on that stuff for the market. But it does get you points. He will get some diamonds back off the points, actually. It's not too bad. Be another 900 or so. Which is decent-ish. That's not a bad tempo if you're not going to get a legendary. Tons of diamonds back. 240 to be precise. Keep going. Getting a bit of tax again. A bunch of rares. Break the tax up a little bit. Here comes the epic double Vortex Cellcath. I'm sure they're already maxed. Quite common epics. The commons. Medan, extremely common. Cellcath. Pushing us all the way here. How many have we done? I think we're at 297 when we started. How many summons we got right now? We've done about 150. So 30 to soft pity, 50 for hard pity, or we hit a bit earlier. Or Siren. We hit a little bit early. I think we hit like 10 early, then soft pity, or 20 early and then soft pity. We want a Phineas though still. And it's definitely the desire. I get another healer. This one is a much better one in Firstly, but it's not a new character. Actually, you got 3 healers today. Artemis, Ezrin, and Firstly. Now, Firstly and Artemis obviously are pretty good. Let's see if we get a double. You have had double luck in the past. Not to be, but you do get a bunch of rares. So you're going to have a load of rares to actually sell. And a few healers to play with, I guess. But Artemis should make a big difference. That's the only good thing about the Nascent, is you can potentially get something that's, you know, you're missing. And unfortunately, sometimes that could be like a dwarf that you don't want. But in this case, it wasn't too bad for the Nascent. On this, it was kind of hit and miss on the Magda banner, Magda and Phineas. But I want to thank Valiant for letting me do his summons. Hopefully, he's going to be able to progress and get Dungeon 1 with that brand new Artemis. Okay, so we have more summons. This time on Basham's account. We're going to do Phineas, then on to the Nascent. Basham has been playing just over 5 months. So we'll see if we can get him something shiny. He has had pretty good luck with legendaries in the past. He might have had that very nice luck in the first 50 summons situation occurring. The drama. We'll keep going here. I think he'll be happy with Magda or Phineas here. Magda is actually a really good character. I wouldn't mind her myself. She's really good in one of the Immortal Codexes, like so good. And she's good in GR1 if you haven't completed GR1 yet. Just because she can just push them away from the wall, stop them from damaging as much. Phineas is going to be good for Basham, just because he is a newer account. So hitting Guild Boss is always got room for improvement. There's always room for more points. I'm not sure what we're at with Pity. The Nascent, which we will be doing after this, will be a complete, you know, shot in the dark, because there's a lot of characters Basham will not have. But that could be in a good character. It could be in a bad one. The only guarantee we've got is going to be a character that he does not have. We do get agreed. Agreed. Esme. A few rares back. It's pushing us a little bit far. I think we're closing in on 100. I think we started at like 327 or something like that. He's got a lot of diamonds. He's going to get quite a few diamonds back. There's an epic. There might be some epics he still needs to. We did get a Laurel and a Hollow for him in the past. Awakenings there will be pretty good as well. Oh, that's not a very nice pull, is it? That's not very nice. Not very nice at all. Siren. It's pushing us all the way to pity, it feels like. All the way. Okay, legendary. 15 times or someone else. Be someone new to limit our... It's not a new Magda. Not a new Magda, but it is a 15 times. That's pretty good. That's not too bad. Magda's good, even if you get Awakenings on her. Like I say, she's pretty good. A Maul. That's actually pretty nice. A Maul. I don't know if he's got Maul maxed out. Obviously, maxed out Maul gets cost reduction from 22 down to 17, which is big. But that's the first 15 times we've seen today. And it was actually quite a good one. Magda's good. We'll see what Basham wants to do now, but we might be moving on to the Nascent banner. Okay, so Basham wants us to move on to his Nascent. And while he has only been playing for 5 months, he has got quite a lot of characters. Araka he can get here. Helga. Kineza. And that is it for the fighters. Here he can get a Haz, he can get a Lion Boy, he can get Crodor, he can get an Azor, he can get an Orim. Dwarves are out in force, fingers crossed. We're basically crossing our fingers against dwarves. He can get a Kai. I don't think Mike is in the pool yet. He can get a Lucius. Lucius would be good. Shamir, Nocturne wouldn't be too bad. Ajax, Morrigan, Boreas, Twin Fiends. So there's quite a lot of lords in here. Seraphina, Glacius. And then we also have Leia, Ezrin, and Sadie. So there's quite a few characters in here. Some of them are big hits. Some of them are okay, and some of them are misses. Some of them are misses. We'll see. We'll see what we get. We don't want to go too far on the summons either way. If you can get in the Nascent in like 20, 30 summons, happy days. It doesn't really matter what you get. It doesn't really matter what you get. But if you have to go to like 150 plus, you kind of want a really good character at that point. You just had to use a lot of summons. Okay. It'd be cool if they did it for epics too, so you could only get new epics. That would be so amazing, actually, for new players. Nascent would be amazing for new players if that was the case. Just non-stop new epics. Draga, quite a rare one. Very rare. Kind of useful too, because I think on Nightmare Faction Trial you do need a tank. If you don't have the other tank that's in Nightmare, I can never remember his name, the new pumpkin boy. My head's saying Forge, but his name is not Forge. Nasande, she's okay for the Immortal Codex for the healers. We might see that come back around next time because we did just have a Immortal Codex rotation that did not have that on. Okay, we're about 70 or 80 deep now. 70 or 80 deep. We're getting back some rares, which is good. Nice. Bunch of epics. Lots of points. We'll be getting some ancients from the event. More epics. Cyclone. Sounds such a cool character. Even looks pretty cool. Not very good. Just not very good. There'll be someone who would have fully invested in him though, thinking, oh damn, he's amazing. Amazing. I think we started at 197 summons, I want to say. What are we at right now? So he's used 130. Soft Pity is now 180. Epic. Epic. Estreds. That's what I was thinking about earlier. She used to be really, really rare. But now she's more common than Laurel. For sure. Okay, it should be around about now. There we go. Who's it gonna be? It's brand new. Could it be a game changer? Could it be one of the game changer? A lord. Who's it gonna be? Leia! Oh my god. You got Leia. Lucky son of a gun. That's probably the best. Actually, it's probably the rarest character you could get. I think her pool is like really, really, really low. She's a lord and she's big. Nice. That's a big summon. Congratulations, brand new Leia. That is a great summon. That's the best we've seen on Nascent today. And considering you had the biggest pool of potential characters that you could have got, yeah, it says a lot. But that is a really good character. She's really good. Really good, like amazing for her own faction trial, of course. But she's a lord, obviously boosts other characters. And yeah, that's really good. Congratulations to Basham. And thank you very much to everybody who let me do their summons today, which was Basham, Valiant, and Mike. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for tuning into this little video, guys. And I will see you in the next video or stream. Take care. Goodbye.